Hi guys, hi beautiful people, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video we are going to be showcasing, or rather I'm going to be showcasing the full performance of Miss World Nigeria Soye Karibi George in the recently concluded head-to-head challenge at Miss World 2026. Guys, like seriously, it was a lot. And yeah, today's segment showcased the African and the Asian region. And I must tell you guys, there were a lot of emotional moments, as usual, because of course, you guys know that these ladies are talking about their personal stories and their advocacies, and talking about causes that are close to their heart. Okay, so yeah, there were some emotional moments, and I want you guys to watch Nigeria's full performance and rate her from 1 to 10. Okay, I'm not going to be the one rating this time around. Okay, so you guys should rate her performance in terms of her eloquence, presentation, her the entire performance in general, which includes her Okay, so like I said, it's going to be based on the articulation, her poise, her eloquence, her styling, her composure. Was she able to meet up to the time frame? And also, did she pass her message across? Because it's all about your personal experiences, your advocacies, your project, what you've done so far in your country, and also how you're able to impact the society. And if it touches the heart of the Miss World judging panel, and also of course Mrs. Julia Molly herself. Okay, so this is what I want you guys to judge. Okay, so just send her ratings in the comment section. I'm not going to be the one analyzing this time around. Okay, like I said, you guys are going to do the analysis, and you're going to call the results at the end of the day. All right guys, so that is it for today's video. I just want to showcase her full performance, and just watch and let us know your thoughts and your ratings.
Our next contestant is Nigeria.
We've all heard the popular saying, don't judge a book by its cover. But what if I told you every minute of every day, millions of people all over the world are living that reality, being judged by a label before their story is ever read? What if we stop looking at what makes someone different and start looking at what makes them extraordinary? Good day, Mrs. Morley. Good day, judges, the Miss World organization, my pageant sisters and supporters from all over the world. I am Soye Karibi George, proudly representing Nigeria, and this is the heart of my advocacy, Beyond Labels. Beyond Labels is a movement that advocates for awareness, education, inclusivity, and we're challenging societal stereotypes and labels, especially for individuals living with disabilities and neurodivergent conditions. Through Beyond Labels, we've been able to engage with communities of children and adults that have been faced with being labeled by society all their life. One look at them and a judgment is already passed. One glance and they've already decided what they can achieve and what they can amount to. And you may ask me why. Why people with disabilities? Why people with neurodivergent conditions? I was fortunate enough to attend a school during the formative years of my life where it was inclusive, not just for every person that the world would deem normal, but for people who were different. And at first I didn't understand it, but our director, Mrs. Dakoru White of blessed memory, made it an integral part that these children would come into school, and it took off a burden from parents being worried about what will happen to their children when they're long gone or when they're not longer there to take care of them. And I could see how these kids stepped out of being solely dependent on a caregiver, and they were able to communicate, relate, express themselves amongst their peers. And it was beautiful to see because some of those students actually came and were merged into regular school. They graduated high school, went on to the university, and I can tell you for a fact that they're doing very well. And it's important because I believe education is a good way to start, not just in the classroom, but teaching children not to fear difference, but to embrace it, to understand it, to learn it. So each time they see someone who doesn't look like them, they don't see a difference, they only see the next human being. And that will breed compassion, that will breed love, and in everything that we do, each of these individuals will not only feel like they belong, but they will be integral contributors anywhere that they find themselves. Through our work, we capitalize on art. We encourage these children to color outside the lines, express your emotions. What's one thing that you've always wanted to paint but you've not been able to do? We've also used sports because it's universal. And they may not be able to participate with everyone else, but a small community of people will come together and see people who are just like them, and they will have an amazing time. I'm a woman who believes that everyone should be seen the same. No one should be seen different. But more so, we should all be given equal opportunity to express who we are, to show what we're capable of, and be contributors to society. I'm very passionate about the environment. I'm passionate about music. I'm passionate about sports. I'm passionate about children. But most of all, I'm passionate about inspiring the next generation of people to look beyond their situation right now, to dream, to hope, to love. And that is my beauty with a purpose. And I'm grateful to be standing here because we are all living in someone's beauty with a purpose. My journey in pageantry started because someone decided to give, and that has brought me here. So thank you, Mrs. Morley, for always giving for the last 75 years of your life. So I ask all of you today, with the community of over 35 million Nigerians living with disabilities, will you look beyond labels and see an individual and see potential, see capacity? And I'd like to end with this. It's something I always tell the kids and the people when I see them. An affirmation says, I am worthy, I am enough, I am beyond labels. Can we all do that together? I am worthy, I am enough, and most of all, I am beyond labels. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Nigeria. I was about to add, I am late, but we finished just in time. Okay, our next...